Hello everybody. I'm going to be having the camera off for the time being because I want you to see the actual gameplay and see what's going on. I have discovered that yes, the combat system, when it's not a story mode, is not the best. It's decent, but very repetitive, and you have to do the same thing over and over again. And that's not always something that you want to do, necessarily. And what are we doing? I forgot. What are we doing? A rat in the hospital. Was that what I was doing? Yeah. Looks like it. Yeah. So, I went to like the first game that I ever did, and I was thinking, oh yeah, let me try it. I bet it's really easy, and it was really easy. The combat was really simple. Like as far as going to defeating the thugs, it was fine. But then when it came to actually going to the boss, it ended up not being very good. So, unfortunate, but that's what happens, isn't it? Oh gosh. Dirty hospital. So I'm supposed to go downstairs, do something. I forgot what it was that I was supposed to do, but, yeah. It's right ahead of me. Wait, there's something in there. I want to get all the supplies as much as I can.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month?
And we recently discovered that
It's locked, all right.
Mr. Tippets. Is this Mr. Tippets? Let me see. I forgot which is Mr. Tippets. I don't think it's Mr. Tippets. No, that's not Mr. Tippets. Mr. Tippets is more of an austere kind of man. He's austere. I don't know much about him, but apparently he did an experimental. He had a drug that killed somebody, and they went overboard with it, and they made a false report. Naughty, very naughty of them, but they did. They did. I don't know what I'm doing, but, you know. What is this? Ooh, what is this? I've never seen this place.
It's locked.
Well, yeah, it's locked. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's locked. No, that was fun. I think I found a secret room. A room I have never seen before. But yes, I want you to see the beautiful gameplay of what's of Vampire. As I said, the thing that drew me to this was the music. The music was lovely. The music was fantastic, actually. Olivier Devier. Devier, yes. I don't. Patients are not fools. They know we're overwhelmed. There is something in there. There's something in there. And when you gather enough things together, you can make supplies. Okay. Okay, there's something over there. There's something over there. Feeling. It's over here. Hi.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury.
How do you do?
I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Swansea thinks he's vampires.
It seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate. He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Everyone knows. I'm here to help. What can I say? I'm a giver.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned
Not a
me to
taker.
be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I
I'm your
should
man.
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr.
Ah.
I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Making me work for my information, are you? I like it. Feisty woman. Hard to get. No, there's nothing between us, by the way. Not that I know of. I do know what Harriet Jones is. She's an old lady. Old lady that lives upstairs. I remember hearing this from a caregiver. And she had been around a lot of older people, and she told me. She said, Luana, you know how they say that there's that nice old lady? Well, from my experience, there's no such thing. All ladies, especially in their old age, have a few tricks up their sleeve, and they usually have a kind of a past, and some of them haven't quite got over that past, and so they always have a few secrets. I know, I was raised by an old lady. And boy, did she have some secrets. Oh, goodness me, yes, she had many secrets. Many secrets. Hello.
With no respect.
I wish I could zoom in, but I guess when I talk to her, it'll zoom in. That'll be, I'll get to see it.
What? What is this? Who are you?
Oh,
Get out of my room.
There's no need for
why does
that.
she look possessed?
The new surgeon.
Reagan doesn't live here anymore.
Did you say?
I'm
I
like,
don't want some
okay.
bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Oh my goodness. Is this like Linda Blair in her old age? Shut up! No, no. Please calm down. I have questions. Please calm
Please
down.
calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
Oh, you know?
How
Oh.
brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight.
Defenseless woman, huh?
Harriet Jones.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other.
Tell
Better than
me.
any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts is Borisod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Ah, fun fact, only one of them was a slut. Okay? Okay. The rest just have slut energy, okay? The rest are just pretending. They're not really whores, they're just pretending.
I'll start my investigation with that.
That's the vampire chick. I don't really need to talk to her. Everybody that I talk to is very abrasive. And by the way, she...
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
I guess she could have said the truth. Not likely.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
That's very true. I guess she's just...
What can you...
Let me...
there's nothing. Your life in London. What's your relationship with
I
Milton?
know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Ah. She's a nice girl. I can tell.
How would you describe...
It's serious.
Get a grip, will you?
You must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
You're being hysterical.
I'm exhausted.
That's actually not funny, by the way. It's not. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Thanks for the information. It's really wonderful. So, I have to talk to somebody. Some nurse. Nurse. Crane. Nurse. No, that's not a nurse. That's a doctor. That is a doctor. Are you somebody I need to talk to? Are you? Who are you? Who are you? Can I talk to you?
Good evening.
Hi.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised. But I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
What about the man visiting the
I've seen a strange man
nurses?
visiting any of the nurses here.
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
She spoke. She said no.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Oh wow. She's good. Yeah. Tippett's medical
Tell me what
error.
Dr.
Error.
Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
I understand what you did. You took a great risk. You did not have the right. Yeah, I understand.
I can't say I approve of what you did.
I don't understand. I don't
As a field
understand.
surgeon, I know in
What they
some
did was weird.
situations,
They had an experimental drug. They
I'm proud of
used
what
too
I've
much
done,
of it.
But to contain the epidemic must be our priority.
He had an
So we can't
overdose,
afford to lose
and they
Dr.
tried to bring him back, and they botched the surgery. So, yeah, I understand. I understand this is a different age. Different age, different time, you know. I understand. Really do.
Goodbye, nurse.
Goodbye.
Call me if you need assistance.
Good day to you. Now I have to find that other person. Oh, I do remember this one now. I remember what to do. And then I have to eavesdrop. I have to watch this. This is what I can do. Okay. Okay.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Very suspicious activity. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. We're getting closer to the truth. The truth of who the Black Mary is. Might actually be quite exciting, actually. Oh, flies. You know, flies don't really gross me out of that much. Ants don't really gross me out that much. Oh, dear me. Do I have to do this? Do I have to? I don't want to. I don't want to have to do this. I'm gonna tell you this. I know I've been hearing this from a lot of my buddies that come on here.
Savagely attacked and
You know,
dragged to the
I
floor.
consider my viewers to be my buddies. Why not? Why not? Let's be friends. But you know, yeah, I've seen people and they, you know, they come into my chat and they'll be like, "No, I love horror, but I don't like horror games." And I got to the bottom of that, and I found out it was because I went the wrong way, didn't I? was supposed to keep going. Yeah. I'm supposed to go this way. For some reason I thought that was no passageway, but it's not. But yeah, I found out the reason for that is just really in general is because horror in itself, when you watch a horror, when you watch something about horror, you know, or a horror movie, is typically, it's not really that immersive. It's not immersive. You know, aren't there we go. Very nice. Retrieve the thug in the sewers. Oh, this is actually a fun little quest. It's a very fun little quest, actually. It's rather fun. But with a movie, a horror movie, there's not really, I mean, it can be immersive, but it's not necessarily, you know. Huh? I'm hearing something. Hearing something. I hear something. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Now my thing is to stun these guys, because when you stun them, stunning is actually very, very important in in this game. You can, you know, you can literally, you know, stun your way through the game if you want to. Just found out that you could stun. I didn't realize you could stun. And I'm trying to get as many, points as I can as far as upgrades, because there was a very difficult boss, and he was very powerful. One of the most powerful bosses that I've encountered in the game so far. So, you know, hoping, very much hoping. Yay! Finding all sorts of goodies in this place. So many goodies. Goodies. Is there any more goodies in here? Oh. Great. Oh dear, what am I going to do? And I'm gonna stun. I can't stun this guy. Ha! Woo! Ah, no! Oh, he's fast. He's fast. Ha! Yay! Okay, he's almost done. I can't. Whew, okay. Alrighty then. What can we do? Yeah. So, unfortunately, a lot of horror sometimes can be very intense. And when you get a horror game, you are put in the middle of a horror movie, and for some people, they want to experience it from a distance. They don't want to have to actually be a part of it. I mean, come on, it's really fun to see Art the Clown torture, you know, victims. It's fun. It's fun. It's hilarious. But then, let's say that you're one of the victims and you're in a game and you don't want to be tortured. Yeah, you don't want to be tortured. You don't want to be tortured in real life. So here you are, and it's almost cruel. It's like the game. They're putting you in the middle of a situation you would never want to be in, despite the fact that you've seen it a million times. But to be a part of something like that is very, very terrifying. And being in a creepy atmosphere like that, but it's just like a horror movie. You have to tell yourself it's not real. After a while, it's like a little game.
Here's what's left of him.
If you are sick, if you have no money, great, fantastic.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? Really
Nothing good. I'll tell you that. It's probably not anything good. It's nothing good. Go up there. I might as well eat some of the rats, just in case, you know. And there's kind of a glitch in this game. There is sometimes a rat that will not, the F won't show up, so you can't attack it. It's like an invincible rat. It's a rat. It's like a decoy rat. I think that's what it is. It's like a rat that doesn't exist. Essentially, the rat doesn't exist. It's just there. It's fake, I guess. You can't kill it. You can't touch it. You can't activate anything that says. Does anybody else? I hear something. Why do I hear something? Hey guys. Hey guys. There we go. Hi. Hello.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Okay, goodbye. There's something behind you I'd like to get. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you. Thank you. Now, take care of yourself. Don't get into any trouble. I know you won't have any fun if you don't get into trouble, but let me tell you, enough fun without getting into any trouble. Play some cards. Play some Uno. Play Yahtzee. Watch. I don't even know. I think I'm supposed to go up. I go up. 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 I have to go up. And I have to leave. So sad. there are many mysteries, and I'm gonna say this, when it comes to, underground sewers and things, underground stuff, there are a lot of secrets underneath cities. Places in France. Oh, you're not a person. No, you're not a person, are you? No. Gay. That was fun. Doodle? Doodle? Hi. Yeah, that guy is not really somebody you want to try to stun because he's a big boy. He's a big boy, very big boy. I'm not even supposed to be here, so wasn't really supposed to get into a little skirmish there. I'm supposed to go elsewhere. To this gate, I hope. No, not through the gate. Not through the gate. Not going through the gate! Whee! Yes! Woo! Okay, where are you? Oh, there you are. Pick that up. Is it important? Do you have anything else on you? No, you don't. Pity. It's quite a pity. Why? What is this thing? Why? Now. It takes 3 tries to do that, by the way. 3 tries. One. I'm gonna have to stun him again. Well, that took 4 times. That took 4 times. God, that took way too long. Okay. Just knock those over for no reason. Why? Because I can. I can would. Why? I don't understand this. You want me. I was in Whitechapel, I thought. I thought I was in Whitechapel. Didn't realize that. I'm not in Whitechapel. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess this means. Yes! More points for me! Oh. No, you guys are just too weak. What can I say? Yes, you guys are just too weak. And I upgraded my blood count. So that means I can consume more and kill you faster. apparently I can kill them faster. That's the thing. What have you got on you? You got anything on you? You got anything? What? Who else has anything on them? Nobody. This is a dead end. I don't even know why I went this way. I avoided this dead end. I could have just very easily just have left. I just didn't even have to do that. So very angry. So very angry. I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at myself for doing this. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. Okay, can we get across? Oh, yay. So where's White Castle? Is it over there? The White Chapel. It's over there. Okay, well. Okay. I'm closer to it. So, yeah, just wanted to show you that you can get across now. You weren't able to before. Now you can. So exciting. Not really, but okay. Oh. Ooh. Anything else? Anything else? Is this? Wait, no. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. There's only one way to go. It's this way. This isn't gonna get me where I need to go, you guys. This isn't... No. I don't know why you insist on me. Okay, it's obviously in this direction. But I can't go there because the gate is closed. It's locked. When it's red, when there's a red symbol on the gate, that means they don't open. They don't open.
It's locked, all
It's
right.
locked. So...
I cannot enter.
So I can't go to Whitechapel despite it being right there. Right fucking there. I can't do it. And this is a freaking dead end, so... How do I get to White Castle, you guys? I'm not going across the bridge. No, I don't want to do that. The bridge is just not... No. The bridge leads me farther away from my objective. So, unless I just twist around. Hi. Excuse me? I am not a murderer. I'll have you know. You guys are just a bunch of thugs. Okay. You're attacking me. I'm the victim here. I'm the victim. He's having a seizure. He's having a fit. Do you see this? Yes, he's having a seizure. Oh dear. Oh, no, he's still kind of doing a little dance. Okay, well, I don't know why he was doing a dance, but it's a private show, I guess. We'd really like to go through there, but we can't. Just can't. Ooh, is this something new? Is this something new? Is this something new that I haven't seen before? I want to open it. Thank you. No, this isn't something I know. No. coming to... I have a lot of enemies. Gee, gads. Lots of enemies here. Finish you off. There you go. Also, blood gives you health, so don't underestimate when you... Don't underestimate the power of blood, because it does actually help you. It heals you. Makes you better. Makes you stronger. And... yeah, you gotta... Oh, I am... No? What? Where am I? Okay, I'm going... I think I'm going in the right direction. I think I'm doing it. I'm doing a good job, okay, you guys. I'm doing a good job. Guys just don't understand. Can I get there through the sewage system? No. You cannot... No. Wait. No. No. Money! Money. No, I really don't need to be in the sewers right now. I'm not looking for the Phantom of the Opera. I'll look for him later. I do believe he's in retirement. Yeah. You know, I do believe he's in retirement right now, so, you know. I don't know. La la la. La la la. Wait, what is that? Okay. Ooh. Shortcut. Shortcut. Okay. So somehow I made it back to the hospital, but I did not find how to get back to Whitechapel, which I don't think I've ever been. I don't think I've been to Whitechapel. So, yeah. And the bridge does not take me to places that the bridge just takes me out. It doesn't really take me where I want to go, typically. Takes me no place. No place. So no. Takes me nowhere. Can I get over there? Ooh! Money! 5 shillings. Not bought. By the end, I might be a rich bitch. Who knows? Might be able to afford a nice place. Nice place for retirement and me. I don't even know where I'm going. But let's just wander around and see what happens, shall we? Where are we? Where are we? I don't know where we are. Where am I? I'm in Limehouse Dock. Okay. Oh, I do believe this. I remember this place, yes. I remember coming here. Remember it quite instinctively. Anything in here? Anything in there? Anything... money? I don't know. Is there anything else in here? Let's look around. No, there's nothing else in here. But there was a nice little detour, wasn't it? Very nice. So this is part of an area that you don't really want to be a part of. I'll tell you why. It's not really a place you want to be. And yet again, we're not getting any closer to Whitechapel. Shoot. How? How the heck? How? How do I get there? How? Is there a speed, like a speed travel thing, you know, where you just like click on something or a portal or something that's gonna tell me, hey, you need to go over here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm looking for that. I'm looking for, first of all, Ooh. Why is that? Why is it bright in there? It's weird. So bizarre. Very bizarre. Can I want to go over there. I want to go over there. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, I'm in Forberg. Okay, yeah. It's not where I want to be either. Can you just, like, tell me? No. No, I want you to remove the marker. How do you remove it? F. Okay. No, I don't need to see that. I just want to mark it. So... Okay. I'm here. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I'm marking the map. Marking the map. Okay. Fuck, why do I have to deal with these guys? Really? I mean, I don't need any more blood today. I don't need any more blood. Excuse me. Can you stop shooting? Thank you. Thank you. Stop shooting at me. It's not very nice and friendly, is it? Okay. I think I know where I have to go. I don't know. I think I know. I don't know. No, this is Limehouse Dock. This is not where I want to be. Shoot. What am I gonna do? I love how he just opens the gate. It's such a gothic thing. You know, the other thing I don't understand is there was this person that was like, I don't understand, but like, I can't, this is where I draw the line. I see these people with goth makeup and they look goth, and they look nothing like they did in the old days, and I'm just saying, you know, they don't look anything like that. And so, you know, and I asked them, because, you know, goth is a music thing, right? Like, and I'm an older guy. So, you know, and I asked them what their music taste was, and they said it was, like Cardi B. And, like, this is where I draw the line. Like, that's not what goth is about. And I explained to this dude, I said, goth is not about music. I think you're very misinformed. Goth is something that was actually, that kind of setting for goth has been around a while. Goth is considered something that would be, I think, probably in the Renaissance era. Goth is a style. It's actually in a lot of homes and castles and such. So, and that is just gothic. So that word has been around a long time. But the way I see it, is goth was kind of goth was made popular, I think probably during the 1800s when Bram Stoker came out with Dracula. It was banned. It was very shocking for the time. I mean, it included, some very brief sensuality, but that was very shocking. Sensuality at that time was considered to be very sexual, and it was banned in many places, and many people avoided, that kind of subject because it was a carnal thing. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, that's like coming out with Twilight in in the middle of, a place where it's even shocking to show your ankles, and so in that day and age, so I would say the description, because I've read Dracula, I have heard it read, I have seen the movies and all of that. So Dracula was very gothic, and I do believe that that's kind of set the mood. But then, to think that just because somebody, just because of the way they look, demonstrates who they are, or what they're doing, or what kind of difference that they make in society because of how they look, and just judging them on their music tastes by how they look is just insane to me. It's just like, goth is about expressing who you are and being comfortable with who you are, and showing that goth isn't a cry for help. That's emo. Emo is where they have pale face and they want to be a vampire. That is not goth. That is attention seeking, or it's an emo. An emo means emotionally disturbed. That's not the same thing. You're getting it mixed up. And then of course, with Dracula, stop it. They're too fast for me to stun. So, goth would be, and if you want to know the epitome of what goth means to me, or what I see as goth, as a goth queen, would be Morticia Addams, or Wednesday Addams. The Addams family, they were all very goth, if you notice. But are they into Disturbed? Are they into System of the Down? Are they listening to Linkin Park? No, because those things weren't around back then. They were listening to old-fashioned rock and roll, and maybe Vic Mizzy, they weren't listening to anything else, because there wasn't anything else at that time. So a lot of this music that you're thinking is goth is really from the 80s and 90s. 80s and 90s culture definitely made goth an item when it came to The Craft with Fairuza Balk. There's a lot of that, and it's a very attractive look. If you look at Fairuza Balk, she's gorgeous, she's crazy, she's a psycho bitch, but she's wonderful, isn't she? And so, for instance, have you seen me? I look like I don't know. I look very naive. I look like the girl next door. I've always looked like this. I've always looked like the girl next door. And you wouldn't think to yourself that I would be sitting alone, watching Terrifier with a bottle of red wine, would you? My voice might sounds like it, but I don't look like the kind of person that likes System of the Down. I'm not wearing any makeup, so to assume that, and the goths that I know, they do things for the community. They do things for, they're part of fundraisers. They run church groups. They are warriors for mental health. They talk about their abuse, and
They empower one another. They are, and this is from experience. One of my best friends was going through a goth stage, and she was a beautiful person. I shook hands with a goth one time, and she had like a pentagram, and I was a little bit freaked out by that because, you know, I'm a God-fearing woman. So, you know, and I looked, and I was like, she's got a pentagram in her underneck. I'm like, should I be scared about this? But she had short cropped hair, you know, black lipstick and black mascara. Everything was black and dark, and it was awesome. And I just looked at her, and I thought, I wonder what she's about. So I raised her hand, and she had the prettiest smile. She gave me the warmest handshake, and I just felt instantly that she was a very beautiful individual. I just felt that off of her. Just the goodness was emanating off of her, and I just felt, this is a good person, you know. And I found out later that the pentagram had nothing satanic at all. She was a Wiccan. And pentagrams are actually not, I mean, they are associated with the Church of Satan, but, like, don't assume that. And I'm going to say a person's a person. It doesn't matter what religion or sexuality they have, or what gender they identify with. That is a person that deserves love and deserves to be accepted, and I'm not going to treat them any differently than any other person. I'm not going to treat them less than they are, than a human being, because I know what that feels like to be treated as less, to be treated as subhuman. I do not want to have anybody experience what I experienced. Do I want to be goth? Yes, I'd love to be goth. I do. I look really good in the makeup, I'm just going to say. But, yeah, goth is about expression. It is a sign. It's like warrior paint, okay? Does that make sense? It's like the thing, it's like a tattoo. It's like something, it's like a scar. It's a battle scar. It's kind of saying, this might not be pretty to you, but guess what? I survived. That's why it looks ugly, okay? But I'm not ugly. I'm strong, and I'm beautiful, and I'm independent, and look what I can do. Look what I can do. I can wear this black makeup. I can wear this showy top. I can wear whatever I want, and I am independent, and I'm beautiful, and I know what I want in this life, and no one's going to take that away from me. Goth is what happens after you get the help. Now, emo, on the other hand, is where you're like into Twilight, and you're gonna, you know, pretend that you're a vampire, and sometimes it's not really an identity. It's just like they're trying to find their identity, and that's not true goth. That's just somebody that's very they are trying to find out who they are. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, stop saying things like that, where you're like, I'm gonna draw the line, like, goth. You don't know the meaning of goth. If you don't know what it is, don't talk about it. Because I happen to know what it means. Guess what? I've always looked like the girl next door. You know that? I've always looked like the girl next door, and the reason, but for some reason, you know, I've always looked like the girl next door, but I was obsessed with death. I was not in a good place mentally as a teenager. That wasn't my fault. And I can say to you, I did not have the mental and emotional energy to make myself goth at that time, okay? I'm gonna tell you about the stigma around goth. It's not a disturbed person, usually. If it is, that is a disturbed person. Do not associate it with the makeup or what they are wearing, because I can tell you, serial killers don't look like that. Satan does not look like that, okay? Nah. The real evil out there is the one that's smiling, that's charming and attractive, that's a ladies' man, that's the Ted Bundy, you know? that is the evil, okay? That's the person you think that has all their shit together. But a goth, on the other hand, that person is going to be loyal to you. That person's going to tell you, is going to get you out of tough situations. They're going to be good to you. They are going to be, by the way, I follow this guy on Instagram. His name is Goth Dad. And yes, he's in a band. But he has these dimples. He's adorable. Oh, I love him. And he always has something positive to say. He's always giving these self-help talks about how, I know you're having a hard time right now, but you're enough. You're good enough. And I love you. And it's like, that guy is a ray of sunshine, okay? I don't care if he looks like a freaking vampire. He's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Goth people, help your community. Stop bashing them. You don't understand something, don't bash it. There's certain things about yourself that I'm sure that the rest of the world doesn't understand, and I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm not going to bash you for something because I don't understand it. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to say, okay, why is this important to you? I might not understand it, but let's see eye to eye on this. Let's see if we you know. Oh my gosh, how can I not? How? I don't understand this. I mean, I got here, and it's really nice that I'm here, but I don't want to be here, so it's kind of inconvenient. Huh. Really? Can't go there. Like I'm all the way on the other side of the map. The game's going really well. Yes, very, very well, actually. I did enjoy your live the other day. It was quite good. Yes. I decided... well... Yes, it's not it's a very bad map. It's actually worse than any map that I've had before. It's exactly the same as Skyrim and a bunch of other stuff. Would you stop shooting at me? Excuse me. Okay. Can I just leave? Hey, you missed. Oh, yes. I mean, like, I don't usually watch people's lives. It's because I'm, like, I don't know, I want to, but, like, yes, I am very fast. Yes, I've discovered that the combat system when you're not in the story is a little bit flawed. Just saying. A little bit flawed. It's flawed. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Try. Well, I feel the same way. Like when I'm in your life, it's definitely. I try to talk to other gamers. It's a little bit. It's a bit strange because with a lot of gamers, they have like verified accounts only, followers only. Oh, you can't do that because you haven't paid for some subscription, and I'm just like, okay. So I'm obviously not talking to you. That's great. I think they have those safety precautions because they don't want they want just anybody. I think they want yeah, you need verified accounts. Yeah, I've come across it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I was just like and then I went into someone's live because I thought it was, like, I had seen his videos. He's, like, part of a group, you know, of gamers that game together and harass one another. all in good fun. They're all friends. But, like, and he was one of them. And I was just like, hi, how are you? And I was like, hey, your videos were hilarious, you know. You did Herbert the Pervert in VR chats, and it was hilarious. And I just thought, it was so funny. So and it brought my family together, and he had moderators, which he should, by the way. Yeah, he should have moderators. But the moderators looked at my, they didn't approve of my comment. So I don't know. Maybe it was too long. I was just like, okay. Obviously, I don't know why. That's the thing. I don't know why. I guess maybe they thought I was a stalker or something. I don't know. That wasn't that weird. I was just saying thank you for being so hilarious. I don't know. I don't know why. The moderators wouldn't pass it, and I sat there for like 10 minutes, and they did not approve of my comments, so I was like, well, probably, yeah, that's probably the problem, yeah. I wrote a novel in the chat. I think so. I think that probably. I should have said something like, something stupid, like, I didn't want to be stupid. That's the thing. I didn't want to just say, I'm a big fan. I really like your work. I just watched your video last night. It was really 3 days ago, but, like, it was really good. I wanted to stand out. What can I say? I wanted to stand out, but I guess they weren't in the mood for that. Oh well. I'm sure there's a good reason. There's a good reason for it. I have no idea. Oh gosh, how many enemies are in this? I don't need any more blood, you guys. I just want to kill all of you. That's faster. No, they did not ban me. They didn't ban me, thank goodness. No banning. That would be sad. That would be sad if they banned me. No, I've never been banned before. I'm relatively quiet in chat rooms. I observe and look at what other people are saying. I don't do that. But yes, when I was in your live, it was very riveting, and, you know, I'm not usually into, like, Fortnite kind of type games. I don't mind having people, yes, nonchalant, yes, that's what I am. But I don't mind watching people play Fortnite, I just don't really want to play Fortnite myself. Wait. Inventory. Inventory. Thank you. Yeah, I like to lurk around and chill, because if you don't... Okay. Hey, can you... Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I don't... That would be really great. If I could... That would be really great if I could somehow equip that, but I can't. It's not an option, I guess. What is this? A lead rod, oh goody. Yeah. I'm going to be playing something that's actually really cool. It's going to be this Friday, I believe. Don't usually game on Friday, but I've decided to, and it is a new... You know what? I think I just need... I just need to have a rest, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to be playing... let me see here. Blood capacity. Yeah, we could do that. That sounds good. Passive. Yes, I've been getting enough sleep, yes. No, I want my vampire to get enough sleep, essentially. But yes, I'm gonna be playing this one game. Why would you even want that? That is bizarre. But yeah, there's a game that probably would do better with music, I'm just saying. Guys. But it's... Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. Blood Spear, that's the 1,000 thing. Nope. Don't have enough for that. Do I? Have enough for that. No. I want to confirm. But there's a game called Visceral Cleanup. It's actually very fun. It's gonna be very hilarious because it's I don't know if you've seen Surgeon Simulator, but you know how you're gripping things but you're not holding on to them and they're just like right ahead of you at all times? Yeah, that's literally what Visceral is. And you're trying to clean up, and any wrong move, you can make wrong moves. Oh my goodness, you have no idea how many times I've knocked over my bucket. I clean up a mess and then I make a new one because my bucket has blood in it. It's all over the floor. Horrible. And it's... Well, I need... The thing is, you can't get by in this game unless you, like, actually kill things. You have to. I don't think that's... that. Yeah, let's go this way. Right now I'm trying to help out with a black man. I didn't even see that guy. What? I didn't even see him. No, I do like cleaning games. It's kind of a thing. I like simulator games. Simulator games are great because you're not an actual NGL scared. NGL. Oh yes, I have power simulator. Power wash simulator. It's really good. Good. We should co-op sometime because that would be so much fun. We could be like power washing together. That'd be great. Cause I do have there's a co-op option, so you can like, I can start a game. Okay, I need to stop stunning them, I guess. That's not an option here because they're too fast and... No, they're quite tricky, aren't they? Ah, that happens every once in a while if you're not fast enough. It might. I think it does. Yes, it does have crossplay, actually. I think I remember now. It does have crossplay, so if you're playing on the Xbox, you might be able to do it. I could be wrong, but I do believe that it does more than that. It does the crossplay. Probably. Yeah. The Xbox Game Pass, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can. And another thing is, it's not... Why? All these enemies everywhere. Oh my goodness. So, just killing them doesn't do anything. But drinking their blood does. Unfortunately, they're not really great to stun because they can dodge, similar to what I can do, which is this little thing. They can do the same thing. It's not really a dodge, it's more of just like, yeah, I guess it's a form of a dodge. You should be able to get it on Game Pass, imagine. And then there's G2A where you can get those things. This is not a good area. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a good area. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You can download it. It should come with its own it should come a G2A, like a G and a 2, like number 2 and A. So if you put the G and the 2 and the A, you should get that. I'm wanting to get My Friendly Neighborhood forever. Forever. But it's like $30. Just saying. $30 here, $30 there, that adds up, so. I'm just putting all my money in one place. Well, yeah, My Friendly Neighborhood. Well, I saw Markiplier play it. I saw him play it. What you did? I didn't even know you were up there. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the stairs. Excuse me. Why can't I go up there? Can I not travel up there? What's the deal with that? Can I not? What? I don't get it. You're not the greatest parent. Yes, it's an immersive experience, a full body experience, actually. It's a little too intense. I haven't placed the beast inside for a long time because of that. It's intense. They got me into a situation where I had to pretty much outrun this one thing. It's not like, it's not particularly that you have to hide, but you have to like time it to where you have to get past the guys, and it's intense. So they had me just going after this, like, avoiding this one dude. And then I had to outrun another guy. 5 minutes later. I was like, I don't think I like this. This is kind of a, you need to give me some time. Like a couple weeks in between. I don't know. Just give me... And yes, it's intense. It's intense. The beast inside is intense because you're essentially, you're in a house. It belonged to your wife's parents or something. And your wife is pregnant. You're very vigilant, but you're also stressed out because you're a cryptographer, and this is meant to be your vacation. You bought this house. It has a history. Turns out a very dark history. A couple people died in it, or were murdered or something. I don't know. So you start reading this guy's diary, and then as you're finding that out, you're like, you discover that the Russians are after you for some reason, because you're a cryptographer, and you've discovered something that they apparently want. Now that bit of information is really not so much, it's not really a spoiler, it's more of, if I were a spoiler, no. That's not anything essential to the gameplay. But you do have to eliminate anomalies as well. You have to find the anomalies. Yes. Oh my goodness, I don't know, I don't even know if I can. I couldn't even do it by myself. I was like, It's dark. It's dark. It's freaking dark, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and they put lots of jump scares in there, and I'm like, oh great. And they make it to the point, they make it in a situation. They literally make it into a situation where, like, you are in the dark, okay? You're in the dark. You see something, and you're thinking, what is that? Kind of looks like a corpse or something, and you're going forward, and then you realize it's a face. And that's when my mouse flew out of my hand. It almost... I was gonna throw my mouse. I mean, I was very close to throwing my mouse. I upload all of my stuff, unless it's if it's something that just wasn't eventful or it wasn't successful, or I feel that it just didn't need to tell the whole world about whatever it was. But if it's just as long as it's fun, it's cool. But there's certain things that just like, you don't need to put on YouTube. I mean, I use my judgment, and I just think, I want to put my mistakes all over the internet. I've done it before, but I don't know if I want to do that today. But yes, I might play it. I don't know, I think I might play it. The Beast Inside. It's very intense. I don't know when. I've been wanting to, but I wanted to get a feel for the game so I knew how to play it, essentially, because there's some very difficult things that I even had to watch a tutorial, which is never something I do, ever. Why can't I get up there? I don't understand that. I want to get up there, but there's no button. There's no button. Okay. Oh, you're gonna come down here. Finally! Okay. I know, right? I'm like a tutorial. I'm gonna have to do a tutorial this time, which means I have to actually find the exact spot of where I am, which is can be very frustrating. So where are you? Dude. Oh, you're around here. I see. Hey, dude. Hey. Hey. It's a tutorial, yeah. I don't like tutorials because, first of all, they're not really realistic because they only tell you what the basic information of everything. And some games come with a tutorial, so it's kind of like, whee! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah, you're gonna love the sounds on The Beast Inside, yeah. It's a sound-based game, very sound-based. Very sound-based. You have to literally, like, learn, but yeah, there was a situation where you have to be in the fog. There's certain points where the fog is so thick you don't know where you're going, so you have to kind of use your instincts and figure out which way you're supposed to go. You can't just charge through. Can't just charge through those things. So it was actually a lot of fun, but like, I don't know, after a while it doesn't get as scary because you kind of know what to expect.
I cannot enter.
A VR, oh my goodness, yes. VR is cool. I've seen people with VRs. I saw this one dude, his name is Special Ed. He also calls himself Eddie VR. And he's very funny, and he had something called a Pico VR, which essentially allows you to do it has two screens. One screen you can actually see through, so when you switch it, the screen, it's like a pair of sunglasses, so you can essentially see. Your visibility isn't great, but it's a lot better if you were just blindly, you know, going around.
Steady, boys.
Yeah. And he could, I mean, he made a freaking latte while he had that thing on. It was hilarious though, like he was using the VR and he was like, it was a running VR. It was a running VR, you know? And here he is with his hands out like a maniac, and he's racing across the living room, and his wife is just sitting there going, looking like she's just about to crack up. So yeah, if you don't mind people looking at you funny while you're doing that, that's great. If you live, yeah, I think VR is kind of made for people who live alone. Hey! This guy is a tank. He's bigger than the others. He's really hard to stun too. He takes like 3 or 4. You have to, in order to stun him, you have to ram into him like 4 times. He doesn't quit. And have you seen him? He's like, the rest of them are like 140. He's like 255. Have you seen him? It's huge. It's huge. It's a huge guy. So he's mostly muscle, I think, you know? Very, very muscular. He's muscular dude, so, and he's one of the thugs. They have the novice, the skinny ones, and then they got the big beefy guys that will give you quite a run for your money. Yeah. So this was my mistake. I came here. No, I don't. Okay, let's check the map. So I'm going away from where I was going, so that's very good. Very fantastic. That's fantastic. Means I'm going in the right direction, essentially. I think. This is how I usually game. Just get horribly lost, and then... That's why I said lost in London again. I knew I was gonna get lost at some point. That's usually what happens. Okay, it's... Great. Good. But this is what you do for most of the game. It's not... This isn't something... That's what I don't like about tutorials. Tutorials are just not... They're not realistic. They're not realistic. I mean, I saw some guy do a tutorial for something that I had spent doing for 4 hours and still hadn't completed it. But this guy was like, oh, 2 hours. I'm like, there is no way in hell that you were able to complete that in 2 hours. It's a parkour game. Okay? And the controls are horrible and very ultra sensitive. It's not something you want to do.
It's one of them.
It was a free game, what can I say? They have free games out there. Steam has a series of free games, and not all of them are bad. I played a game, if you want to start off on a excuse me. Want to start off on a nice, relaxing horror game? I know that should be used in the same sentence, but if you want to, there's something that's called Roam. It's RHOUM. Like, our home. Our home. Maybe that's what it means. But it's also significant because you're roaming through a house. And there's a story, you don't really know what's fact and fiction. You think there's some sort of demon infestation, but you don't know. So it's mildly creepy. It's not like you don't feel... I stunned both of them, oh my god. But yeah, it's a good one. Because it's creepy. but it's not overly scary. They don't really, it's a mind trip. It's definitely, it's more of a thriller than anything. With, I think it was very well thought out, is essentially what, I think it was very well thought out. I mean, okay, something told me stunning isn't really gonna help me in this group. Excuse me. I don't know why there's so many enemies here. Why? Ugh. Guy is a stubborn ass, isn't he? No. No. This is so much fun. Every time I strike him, I'm getting stabbed. But the thing is, I'm also, what's really cool. Oh, I was gonna drain him, but that missed my chance. Missed my chance. Well, I like it in the story version, but I tried it in the in just the normal version, which is just like literally it's just a normal version, which means no story. It's just you know, it's there's no story. It's just combat. There is a story, but there's more combat than there should be. And I got to the point where I had to save. I had to go find that layman priest and rescue him. And it's the very first big boss that you do. And I did everything, but there is a short delay in between attacks and stuns. Such a delay that it doesn't matter how many times I strike him. That delay, it's not even a lag. It's I think it's purposeful, but it will not allow me to progress. That's a very pivotal mission that I have to complete. Now within the story mode, they make it fairly easy. They don't have that delay. So I'm thinking that is intentional. It's an intentional delay. If it weren't for the rest of the combat is wonderful, but that delay causes major issues, especially when you're trying. You need so for instance, here I am. I'm clicking. Here, those were fast movements. Fast. That was really fast. There's no delay in between, is there? No. There might be a here and there, but look, like they might give him a little bit of a chance to try to attack me a couple of times. You know, win or lose, he's gonna attack me a couple of times. That's okay, but there's no delay because I'm boom, boom, boom. Now, in the normal version, when you first start out, not the story mode, there was a delay. And I have never encountered that. And it wasn't my handiwork, because I was thinking to myself, let me try this again. So I did it over and over and over again. And I couldn't beat the boss. Oh my goodness, he's having the jumps. Having the jumps again. You see him? He's doing a dance. He's doing a private dance for us. This is the third time I've seen this today, actually. He does a bit of a dance. He has his head. This happens if he's too close to the wall and he sticks there. He'll just like jolt. He'll act like he's having a seizure. So
Turn around.
I didn't want to turn around. Okay. Doop. And I got my blood consumption up, so I'm gonna be killing these guys faster than normal, so. gonna be doing faster. I was thinking that it led to the hospital, but it does not. Looks like it does, but it doesn't. Yes, well, they didn't really. Okay, this, no. No. I think there's only one way. I have to go this way. I can get out of this area. If I get close to the hospital, I might be able to do this. Yeah. There is no straight roads anywhere. This is London. This is accurate. Okay. If you were in the middle of London, I don't think you'd know your way around either. I mean, this is they've done some studies. I'm just saying, they've done studies on people that navigate streets like New York. You know, when they navigate those taxi drivers that live in New York. It's insane. Like, how do they even know where to go? But their brain has rewired itself to the point where they know where they're going. I mean, they know what's going on. They know what neighborhood is what. They have they've studied these people's brains. I suppose I probably would, because I probably wouldn't get the Spanish flu. I would probably be very okay, that's the docks, and then that goes to the West End. I'm trying to think here. So West End, North Docks, West End. Hospital's right behind me, so I need to get. The hospital's right behind me, apparently. I do believe so. Oh, you guys, I don't want to kill any more people. I'm tired of it. And, I mean... Hey, if I was set in this time, I'd probably marry this guy. Come on, he's a surgeon, he's well educated. He's a vampire. Perfect guy. Who cares if he's evil? Great companionship. I like the villains. Why do I like villains? Well, because they understand. They understand hardship. They understand hardship. They're very... they're like... I'll be like, I've got trauma. So do I. I'm not really evil, but... No. Okay. This is what it was. That is dead end. I don't... This is a dead end of some sort. Oh no, it's not a dead end. There's this. Aha! I found the streets. Now I know where I'm going. I think so. Is this the hospital? Yeah. This is the hospital. When I get to this area, I know. I know. Garbage can. Okay. So let's check the menu. So... It was so easy. If I just looked at the map, I would have been right there. What is this? Oh wait, there's something down there. I gotta go get it. Let me go get it. Okay. There is a pathway. I see a pathway. I think I wasn't close enough to it, so I wasn't noticing it. That's the issue. I think that was the issue that I see. There's a bridge, and the bridge leads to Whitechapel after this bridge. This is exactly where I need to go. I think I'm just overthinking when I am so darn close. Look what I did. I just found it. I'm so proud of myself. That is a skull. Skulls, so skulls are very noisy, so you know when they're there. You know when you're there. We're all little evil sometimes. This guy won't stun. I've been stunning him for the last, feels like eternity. My finger's getting tired. My finger is getting tired. I don't like it. Woo! That happens sometimes. See, there's not a lot of delay at this point. I don't need to look at this, thank you. What can I say? It's good to be bad. It's good to be bad. I learned that. I learned, new investigation. Reach Whitechapel. Can I go up here? Okay, let's go. So... there's only one of you? Oh, I knew it. You guys come pairs. It's the Wet Boot Boys, of course. The Wet Boot Boys always come in pairs. There we go. Ouch. Smoky smoke. Why are we gonna... Oh, it's a smoke bomb. Oh, it's a smoke bomb. Oh, I should have done that. That's a clever little move. I think I just broke the game, man. I don't know if it's gonna work. There we go. Well, he just did the big guy, the big thug. He seems to be he is so massive that he is a little bit slow. He's good at lunging, but he's not really good at turning, if you've noticed. He is so massive that he has a struggle turning. So when I was turning, I wasn't attacking him because he was turning with me, so it was like a little dance. If I kept doing that, I literally don't even have to dodge. He was so massive. His shoulders are incredible. So apparently he was just like avoiding me. He was trying to turn, but every time he turned, I turned. I was doing it subconsciously. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just doing it. I was like, I'm trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill you, and it wasn't working. So it was pretty funny. He wasn't being he wasn't I couldn't strike him essentially. But he also couldn't strike me. So that kind of there's little loopholes in games that you can find. If you can find out the rhythm of an enemy, you can pretty much figure out how to avoid them and get less damage. But the thing is, you're not really worried about this because this is a casual, but I would just say stick with the casual, because the other stuff is not gonna work. I'm going right when I'm supposed to, yes! Yay! Is this where I get to go to the graveyard? So, this is quite common. I don't know if you've seen The Purge, but, like, when you have, essentially everybody, or if you've seen any zombie apocalypse movies, people are very desperate, and this is what they are. These are vigilantes. These are not really good people that I'm killing. They're not. They're not good because... Now watch this. See, he's not very good at turning, if you've noticed. He's not good at turning. He will follow you, but doesn't necessarily. Whoops. Yes. He doesn't. See, these guys will move around. He does not. He's a big muscular guy. He's not very... Roger the Wall is his name. Well, most of these games, yes, it has a hard... Also, another game that has a good that has a very interesting combat. Is stubborn old bloke, isn't he? One that has really good comment is We Happy Few, and if you don't know about We Happy Few, We Happy Few kind of started as an indie game. There were a lot of developers involved, though. Gave a lot of jobs to people because they were programming that particular game. But it also happens. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I think it really makes a statement about mental health. As far as like within history, I think if we. Yeah, it's sad though, but like with a lot of us, with people, whether it's autism or mental illness or something, but we all, or ADHD, is we're all told to essentially just smile. Just smile. Smile. You know, just smile, and take a pill. That's essentially what they expect us to do. And it's not for our sanity, it's for everybody else's sanity. So that makes a really good statement that talks about what really can happen when you're not just allowed to be sad, to have emotions is essential to being human, and to hide it behind an emotion that isn't our own, like a smile, is not helping anybody. I really do believe that it's the medications, it's the think positive, that be happy, do that, whatever. That is why there's such a suicide rate, because people aren't allowed to be themselves. They're not allowed to just have an emotion or to experience the trauma that they're going through. They're not allowed to do that. And pills and smiling really do not have the power to change your mental health for the long run. Pills will work to a point, but then eventually you stop. You don't take one. You can't take one. And for a lot of people, there are no options. There are no pills that you can take. There are no doctors that you can go to. So it's really easy for someone to say, oh, well, why don't you just reach out? And it's like, yeah, but to who? Who do you reach out to? That's easier said than done. Do you really want to reach out to someone while you're ugly crying and wishing that you didn't exist and thinking that you're a waste of space? Do you really want to reach out to anybody at that point? I don't think so. No. Because when you think you're a piece of trash, you're not gonna... You don't think that you're worth enough. You don't think that you're worth enough to get help. And eventually, and that is why people are so surprised when they see these wonderful people, beautiful people with the smiles on their face, and they're always like, oh, that girl was such a ray of sunshine, whatever happened to her? Well, she took her own life not too long ago. Really? But she was like so wholesome, you know, she was going to church, she was doing that, and I was like, yeah, yeah, everybody thought that she had it all under control, right? It's the people you think that have it all, that have all their shit together, that are really the people that have no clue what's going on. Oh, yes. Right in. Those are the people that actually struggle the most, the people that don't seem to be struggling at all. It's something that's ingrained in us in society with our parents, is to conceal, don't feel. And it's not just women, it's men. Men are told the same thing when they grow up. They are told the same thing, that, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with your body, but maybe you could work out more. Maybe you could have less carbs. Hey, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. What, for your comfort? No. But yeah, that is why the Joker is very terrifying, because he's always smiling. That's what's creepy about that. And if you notice in We Happy Few, that's what they look like. They look like Joker faces. They're always smiling. And you're like, yeah, don't... That's like not... Smiling all the time is like not blinking and staring at me without looking away. It's Hannibal Lecter stuff. You don't want to do that. It's creepy. Smile. Smile. I'm like, fuck you. You smile. There's nothing to smile about. I'm gonna smile when I want to smile, okay? Don't. No. Oh, but you look so pretty when you smile. Okay. Oh, so you want me to be pretty while I'm depressed. I see. Okay, well. I didn't know that was I didn't know that was required. Kindly remind me of that again. I have to be pretty because why? I'm 13 years old, you know. No, I'm joking. I'm not 13, but at the time, yeah, I was probably 13. I would be like, and I want to be pretty because why? I'm 13 years old. I'm not even dating. There's no reason. I'm not wearing makeup. Still don't wear makeup. I have very sensitive skin, so I can't really wear makeup. I will occasionally wear makeup. My mom's really good with makeup, so sometimes she'll, you know, we'll create a look together and take photos, but like, nothing, that's just like mom bonding time, you know, that's just like, oh, let's pretend we're Betty Page. And I'll take pictures. Sounds really psychotic, it's not. It's not. Seems very psychotic. Oh yeah, I just realized that. It just reminded me. So I've been hearing a lot of, you know, mixed reviews about the new Barbie movie, and I'm just gonna say I had the pleasure of actually going to the theaters and watching it, and it was a joy. It was a joy, and it was wonderful, and I knew it was going to be incredibly cringy and cheesy, but as I said, I was that girl that liked Barbie. And I think capitalism has kind of made it to the point. You haven't? No, it's really good. No, it was very touching. I can tell you this, that I think a lot of people have this misconception that Barbie is, like, there to shame young girls about their bodies, but I can tell you, you know why I felt good about my body? I don't think it wasn't about Barbie. No. When I had a Barbie in my hand, I was like, I can conquer the world. I have a secret life now. I feel confident. I feel beautiful. But when it came to my family, yeah, that's where the body insecurities came from. Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, there was just so many things in my childhood that I'm not gonna go into, but yeah. But when it's family, it's teachers, it's people. It's not freaking Cardi B and Rihanna that's making that is creating that woman to be whoever they are. You know, it's your family. So, but with the movie, they went on saying how powerful women were, but they didn't shame men. They empowered men as well, and realized that the feminist movement wasn't about just women. It was about equality. It was about how, and it was just demonstrating how it was lost. And I believe in a feminism where you empower women, but you empower men as well. You don't bash them, you don't hate on them, because that's not the whole point. You have to understand that the men that we see in this day and age, that's not their fault. Like, you're a guy. I'm not gonna hate on you because I had a bad experience with some guy. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, there's this one guy, and it's just like that's kind of making a judgment. It's making a judgment. That's assuming that all men are bad or wrong. That's not a good. That is toxic feminism, by the way, and which is a majority of what feminism is I hate men, I'm gonna be a lesbian. And which, I'm gonna be honest, that was in the beginning. In the beginning, there were these women that would sit on soapboxes and demand justice, and they would be, yeah, they sometimes they would just give up on men altogether. They didn't just become lesbians, but a lot of them did leave the church. They left the church. They decided they wanted to be Wiccan instead they wanted to be witches instead of Christians. And I'm like, well, you go, girl, you know, you do it. But there was a hate involved with that, and the stigma has stuck for a while, and that's not all feminists. So it's not all feminists. So. But Barbie kind of showed how there was a balance between. They showed how the inconsistencies of society still rejected the idea of feminism. You know, they still rejected that philosophy, and I think that you know, they weren't being toxic at all. They were actually they were taking it apart and seeing where it went awry. And I just everybody in the theater laughed. I went to the theater to see it. Everyone. I heard a little girl as Margot Robbie's collapsed on the floor and crying, and we're sitting there, and we were laughing at something. Some other character said something. I think it was Kate McKinnon or something. And so we did that, and we were like, and there's this little girl. She's no more than 4 or 5, and she says, "Stop laughing, Mom. It's not funny. That's sad. She's sad, Mom." Like, even she understood it. Like, she understood, and you could hear her in her little voice that she was, like, very much connecting with that. Like, you could tell that she had maybe her own little cry in a corner somewhere, you know. She says, Mom, that's sad. And it was sad, because here's Margot Robbie saying something that I think all women have said at one point. Maybe men have said it, I'm sure. But one of the things that she said, I'm not beautiful anymore, and I'm not good enough for anything. And I think right then and there, I had to wipe away a tear, because I was like, and it was dark in the theater, so nobody saw me. But I was like, oh my gosh, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Seriously, like, no. Yeah, so that was quite touching, and Margot Robbie is fantastic. I didn't always like her. I wasn't always a big fan, but when I saw Suicide Squad, and it took me a long time to see it because I just wasn't into Jared Leto, and I just wasn't into that, and it was, you know, pretty brutal. But then I was like, well, that looks good. So I gave it a watch. It was very slow. It took me like 3 days to finish it because it was so slow in the beginning. Batman died. Let us think about how terrible that is. And then all of a sudden, and the characters were funny. I mean, there were some funny moments, but like there was no chemistry between any of the actors. No chemistry. Like none of them had any chemistry. Oh my gosh, Jared Leto is like. I'm just gonna say, I don't mean to talk dirty, but I'm gonna say there are so many sexual assault charges. Oh my goodness! What is... I don't remember this. It's making such a sad sound. Yeah, well, it was dry. It was a very dry movie, okay? Suicide Squad was very dry. Very dry. It was just bad. Well, a lot of people are coming forward, and you know how it is well, I don't know if you do, but when something happens to you, like in a sexual assault, it's really embarrassing, because first of all you think, could I have prevented it? You know, should I have not worn this dress? Should I have not gone there or done that? Ah, you dads, what happened? Hey, will you stop it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my phone fell. And it doesn't like to be on... My phone fell on my microphone. I'm going to be getting a desk pretty soon, so this is going to be a lot easier, and things aren't going to fall. It's going to be on a flat surface, so it's going to be cool. Yeah, my phone hit the mic, yeah. I'm going to be, actually getting a desk. I'm going to, that's what I did today. I straightened up my bed and all that. But yeah, Jared Leto, many people are coming forward, and it seems to be mostly on Twitter and stuff, but not that I check out Twitter that often, but like, yeah, people are coming forward, and it says, I was 15 when I met Jared Leto, and he sexual assaulted me. He has a lot of charges up against him, and I don't think, but the thing is, when you're rich like that, you can get away with just about anything, so it might take a while. It might take, you know, it might be like the Bill Cosby case where 200 women have to, you know, come forward. So I think it might have to do that. That's really sad that has to come to that, but that's probably what it's going to take for everybody to believe it. I personally am not really a big fan of Jared Leto. He has no emotion on his face most of the time. He's okay, you know. He's not. There's nothing like that says. He just looks lost a lot of the times, and I mean, he is a fairly talented actor. I mean, he has range, but there's nothing really that stood out to me. So I don't really, yeah, I mean, and it just keeps happening over and over. Did he win an Oscar? Was it for the House of, whatever, the House of Gucci that he got it for? He had a bald cap and looked like freaking... That was actually pretty funny, the one with Lady Gaga. I mean, it was a funny little thing. It was kind of funny. Adam Driver was great. Lady Gaga looked amazing. It was fantastic, but I just didn't like... I don't know. I mean, it was good. I hardly recognized him. Good job, but like that's not his doing. I mean, that was makeup. That's like... Okay, you're really hard to come down. Oh. I died. There's too many of them. Gosh, that guy was a beast. Biggest dude. Yeah, that's bigger than Roger the Wall. Jeez. That guy was big. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix actually is a pretty good actor. He's a good actor. It's in his blood. His brother was River Phoenix, who died very young. Drug overdose. It was an accident. I think. I hope. Kind of have to wonder. But yeah. You know who else who has sexual charges on them? It's funny. Wilmer Valderrama and the guy that plays in that 70s show, he plays Fez, and the guy that plays Hyde, both of them are facing sexual charges. Hyde is just a rapist, but the other guy, I know, right? No, not Fez. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was dating like Mila Kunis when she was like 16. So I'm just saying. Yeah, Hyde is locked up. He's not going out. He's facing rape charges right now. So I don't think he's gonna be out. But you know, this is what they do. This is what they do. The actors do is if you're involved with something, you just disappear for a little bit and then you come back. Or you die. I don't know. I love that 70s show. I still love it, and even though that, you know, I don't really think about their lives. It's a show. It's meant to be funny, and they're all funny, and so it's fine. It was before the sexual charges. Okay, it makes it okay. I don't know. No, it's a good show. It's still a good show. That they have that 90s show. Yeah, not that great, but it's cute. It's cute. It's not bad. Joe Rupp looks the same. Oh my gosh. You know, Kurt looks like the guy. Red looks like he did 30 years ago. I'm not joking. Like, he looks exactly the same. I don't know how he looks better than Joe Rupp. I don't get that. He's just like, because you're a dumbass, you know. He's just the same. I was like, why do you look the same? Why do you look the same? Ooh, what is? Ooh, I'm getting closer. Can I get through this door? No. I think I have to go up. Is this the door? No, that's not the door. They all look the same. The only one that's really made themselves, like, somewhat successful from that show is probably Topher Grace. And he's a good guy. Nobody hasn't... You know, I know he's a good guy. He had to deal...
Leave me alone.
He had
Good
to
evening,
deal...
I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical says the opposite.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I
Okay.
can start by observing what he's up to.
Yes. So this is actually an interesting area. It's kind of a fun area. I like this area the best, actually, because this is kind of where the graveyard is, and it's a little bit more intriguing because it's a different area. It's different! A different area is a different area! Just like I said. To be prepared! Preparing to be prepared, sir! Yes, this is what happens to people that don't wear their masks very often. He decided to right before he died, though. Just to let us know. He wanted us to think that that's not what killed him. Yeah. There were some celebrities that actually died from stuff like that. Ah! Hey, what is this? Wee. Ooh, can I get in here? Dead inside. Yes, I would agree. Yes, I am dead inside. Thank you. I don't know if I'm dead quite yet. That would be great for a t-shirt, though. That would be great. Dead inside. For some people, that might be a little too accurate. I'm just saying. Don't wear that unless it's true. Yeah, my I would love to have on a t-shirt is certain thing that I don't know what I would like specifically on a t-shirt. I know you would. I had a feeling you would. Just had this feeling. I was just totally psychic, but like I was just having this feeling that probably would wear something like that. And in those letters too, you'd be like dead inside. Hey, I wear socks that say Reagan isn't home anymore, so like I don't know. That's the thing. So that was a hideout. Really didn't accomplish anything with that. It's a hideout. Doesn't do anything. It's really good to power up. When you want to power up, you go to bed. You go to bed. You powder up, you go to bed. You go to bed. Oh. Let's go there. I have no idea why. Okay. I don't know why you would want me to go up here. Do you want me to look inside and watch this guy? Okay! That's great! I'm a peeping Tom now. Just looked inside his window. Yes, it is his house! Fantastic. Hey, dude.
Excuse me, sir.
Ooh.
I have a few questions for you.
Another
Nice looking
journalist?
man.
I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist. I'm
A doctor, you say?
Why is everybody so angry?
In this part of town.
Really?
Ooh,
Still,
I didn't know I could do that. Look at
Dr.
that.
Jonathan Reed.
Oh,
At your service.
I'm Joe
Ah.
Peterson for some, but Colossus Joe to most.
if you
And I don't remember
move
asking
A and
for your
D,
service, sir.
it turns it around. Yeah, I'm looking for
Have you
no
heard of a nurse
for
named
this
Dorothy Crane?
bitch. Okay, and
She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her.
I don't
One of the few
know.
good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Reputation, no, really. True, nobody was really happy. I don't think everybody's happy there even now, but yeah. What do you
May I
do?
ask
What do you do?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
I guess it's because I'm like really nicely dressed or
Not for me.
something.
This part of town does have
I
quite
look
a
like-
reputation. Would you say it's just
Totally.
No, there's nothing I can do. No, yeah, that's
goodbye?
all I can gather from that dude. There's nothing else that I can do. Your usual street corner, honey?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for
I
it,
don't
sir.
know.
But I'd like to ask you a few
I
questions.
like your sultry voice, but your face...
All right then, but be quick.
And it's not bad.
Though I usually get paid when I
Very
open
handsome.
my mouth.
Handsome. Yeah, tell me about... Tell me...
Do you know Nurse
about
Dorothy
her.
Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania like me
Ooh.
and the others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
What about your
Christina, have you been
health?
examined? The epidemic is
It's not
spreading
because I'm a
fast
doctor, it's
among
because I'm a vampire. I want to know if you're
or
healthy.
expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
I think you should be asking that question because, yeah. You know. What about your client's health? What about his
Your own
health?
life in danger,
Tell
that's
me about
your
it.
decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Pretty sure that goes down in the same category, honey. Especially if you're a prostitute.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You're gonna offer your services around here? Who? Who are you offering this to? Really? Honey. How? Who are you offering your service to? The Skulls? The Wet Boot Boys? Oh my gosh, the Wet Boot Boys. That is, well, I guess Roger the Wall. I guess that would be kind of fun. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe the Wet Boot Boys know how to have a good time. I have no idea. I don't think so. Tell me about yourself, darling.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
The
I
Wet
have
Boot
no
Boys.
interest in your work.
Good
I
question.
am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. You did. No, I can't. Hey, I don't judge you.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly, but it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay, what are we gonna do here? I don't know if it's real. You'd have to Google it. No. She's like, I am so done with you. She's putting her head up like that. Where I come from, that means you're not interested in the story. Hey, dude. I've heard the good news. Jesus is coming again. Yes. Can you tell me about it? Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whittaker
Ew,
always
no.
had to teach mortals about the
Ew.
incoming Armageddon.
Oh dear.
Jonathan Reed.
Oh, he's a creepy priest.
A son?
He's no Father Damien, let's just say that.
Lost than I thought myself.
I think you're lost, okay? Whatever category you want to be in, I don't think you're in the saved category.
Ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that nurse Crane you mentioned.
Oh. Do you now? Tell me about it. I want all the dead.
Nurse Crane more than other nurses.
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country.
Oh gosh,
That's what
really?
happened when let a woman get involved in politics.
Oh gosh, he's just I guess he's just a sexist. That's great. Not only that, he's just prejudiced against communists.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale.
Hey, you shouldn't be prejudiced against communists. You should just talk prejudice against Putin, okay?
The only women allowed to
Everybody else is just following orders, okay?
It's obvious only they have the necessary moral.
Or I don't know, maybe they really do enjoy raping and pillaging Ukraine. I have no idea.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
But I'm not going to assume that that's what they do. I'm going to also give the the Russians are people. They're people. They don't have any say in who rules them or anything. It's fine. We're not going to talk about politics. I don't like politics. I don't have any interest in politics. I'm not really interested in that. Some people, once you do that, chats are gonna be all political. I mean, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like StarCraft. StarCraft 2. That's all they do. That's all they do is talk about Trump and Biden all day long. All day long. I was like, that's such old news. Such old news. I don't need. No. I should follow things that actually matter. Like I had somebody saying, why don't you follow politics? It affects your life. No, it does not. Not in my world. Politics is a whole different ballgame. When I last followed politics, Obama was running, you know. He was running. He wasn't running. He was running. You know. He was on campaign. You know. So, yeah, that was the last time, and that was like I was 13 at the time. So, ever since I've never been interested in it. I followed the person, not so much I followed the debate, yeah, I'd have to say. I watched the debates. But this whole thing with Trump and Biden, I didn't really follow. I was like, oh, Biden, oh, good. Okay, cool. Moving on. Okay. Don't care. I have a higher power, and he is in control. Politicians do not control my life. Pastors do not control my life. Priests do not control my life. I do, and God does. That's it. That's all there is to it. And yeah, I go into that category of being spiritual but not religious. You know, I go into that category. This is some. Okay, I don't know. Well, this has been fun, but like, as much as I like to wander London all the time, I do have other things I have to do, and yes, so I'm gonna have to get off, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for joining, Jet. I look forward to playing Power Wash with you. You might want to give me your Discord real quick. I mean, if you have one. If you don't, that's not a big deal. But so I can inform you when you know, so we can talk back and forth, you know, and plan. So yeah, I don't know. Or I can give you mine. Actually, I can. Oh, it's just Jet plays. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Let me see. So glad the camera's not on right now because it's so awkward when I'm sitting there looking over my phone. Discord. How do I do that? Make a new chat. Let's see. I know how to spell. That would be great. How do you... Interesting. I think there's a way to do it. Okay, I think I sent it out. I don't know. My username is the same. My username is the same, so... Actually, I'll give you a minute. Give you a minute to accept it and see if it accepts. Yeah, it says your request is pending, so I don't know. Oh well, you'll get it eventually. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Now I have to somehow get out of here. Come on. Thank you.